Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, the internet is on fire right now, and it's because Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion cash. Not shares, not stocks, cash. So, on Twitter, if you go right now, what you'll see is everyone talking about this deal, talking about Call of Duty, talking about the acquisition, talking about Activision in particular, the controversies, Bobby Kotick, everything. And there's a whole different side of the console wars. Now, people, Sony fanboys and Xbox fanboys, both indulging in arguments over exclusivity of Call of Duty. I think people have not yet understood what this deal means. It's not about getting one single IP. Call of Duty being one of the largest IPs, no doubt about it. But this is not just about making Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. This is a lot bigger than that. See, if it's going to be exclusive or not, that's for Xbox to decide. Exclusivity doesn't really bother me. It doesn't matter to me if you can play the game or not. I would rather have everyone play every single game on every single platform, but that's just me. And exclusivity is something the company will decide. But this is a lot bigger and deeper than you think. You think this is just about competing with PlayStation. Let's look at the moves that they're making right now. Microsoft. They bought Bethesda last year. Bethesda makes Skyrim, Doom games, Fallout games, and a lot more. Okay. Microsoft even got Minecraft. Now, Activision Blizzard. Let's take a few IPs and look at them for a second. Call of Duty, a first person shooter, cooperative and multiplayer experience. And it's really amazing. It has the potential to attract a huge amount of casual audience into the gaming sphere. World of Warcraft, MMORPG, the world's biggest MMORPG, a massive multiplayer online role playing game for people who don't know the full form. World of Warcraft is a big deal and it's PC exclusive. Now, look at the games that Microsoft is making, like Halo. Even they are making multiplayer cooperative games. What do you think is common among them? Obviously, multiplayer cooperative experiences. Look at the deals they are cracking right now with third party publishers for Game Pass. Even the third party games, most of them are co op. Each of those games that are coming to Game Pass right now are either multiplayer or they are very unique independent games, indie games. Now, remember all the games Xbox now owns, and look at the statements that Satya Nadella and Phil Spencer have made in the past year or so. Sometime back, Phil Spencer said that Minecraft is like a blueprint for the metaverse. Satya Nadella recently said metaverse is the next big step for Microsoft. Everyone was saying that Xbox doesn't have VR and Sony's new VR will crush everything. Guys, learn to read between the lines. The games Xbox now owns are multiplayer games and games that could actually be made into VR IPs down the line. Not the existing version, but the new releases could be made for VR from the ground up. They may not have a VR headset of their own, but they are tapping into the VR market through software. And everyone knows software is much more profitable and a much larger industry than the hardware. Now, these deals and acquisitions are not just about Xbox and selling consoles, they're about Game Pass and the future of metaverse, aka virtual reality. It's about getting your money on a guaranteed monthly basis and providing you great multiplayer co-op experience in the metaverse. Now, metaverse is the future and Microsoft is getting ready for it. Twitter was about exclusivity is really dumb to me because Microsoft is playing a whole another game. They're competing with Amazon, Google, Facebook, also known as Meta. They're not really competing with PlayStation right now. Their business models are very different. No disrespect to PlayStation, but PlayStation and Microsoft operate very different from each other. So there can be no comparison. except for selling consoles. There's no real commonality between them. So my guess is that the next studio to join Microsoft Gaming will be IO Interactive. I don't think this is the last studio that they got. This may be the largest studio that they got, but it isn't necessarily the last one. The makers of Hitman games, IO Interactive, could be joining Microsoft. We already know that they are working with Xbox on a secret project called Project Dragon. We don't know if it's going to be an Xbox exclusive, but I'm pretty sure it will be. If it's not an exclusive, it will still come to Game Pass on day one. Microsoft doesn't really need to make games exclusive to Xbox. They just need to make these games available on Game Pass on day one. The second thing is that Hitman Trilogy is coming to Game Pass on 20th January with all the DLCs that are out yet. Yes, this could just be a deal between IO and Xbox for the Game Pass. Doesn't really mean it's joining Xbox. But when you connect the dots, secret project with Xbox, Game Pass deal, and recently IO Interactive opened up a new office, I think. See, Hitman 3 was not a very successful game. Do you really think a publishing company would open up a new office and hire more people after taking a hit on their sales? I personally don't. Also, there is a new James Bond game in development by IO coming to the mobile gaming market. I know a lot of hardcore gamers are going to piss on mobile gaming. I personally don't enjoy mobile gaming because I don't like the touch controls. But the fact is that mobile gaming is a huge market. Countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Middle East countries, the so called third world countries, are not markets for console or PC gaming. At least the market is not as big as the mobile gaming market in these areas. The Activision deal puts Microsoft in the mobile gaming market. Candy Crush is the biggest mobile game till date. Call of Duty Mobile is huge right now in mobile gaming market. Having multiple games on mobile with Minecraft included will give Microsoft an upper hand in their battle against Apple and Google. Microsoft has been battling against these two companies because of the amount they charge for putting games on their app stores. Now, this will definitely give them an advantage in this fight. Also, there is cloud gaming. xCloud through Game Pass is another big step for Xbox to tap into gaming markets in countries like India. They're already building and increasing data centers to provide xCloud in Indian market. Accessing Xbox games through Game Pass on the cloud on your mobile device may not be a big deal in the West, but in markets like India, it's going to be huge. Also, it's not necessary to buy a console for Xbox cloud gaming. You can just stream those games on your devices, and that is the selling point for countries like India. Also, Game Pass Ultimate is like $9 in India, opposed to the $15 price tag in the West. Now, everything I just said might be looking like a plain speculation to you. It's fine. Just go and check out Phil Spencer's new designation right now. He went from head of Xbox Studios to CEO of Microsoft Gaming. This confirms my theory that this is not just about Xbox and console sales anymore. This is about expanding into every branch of gaming that exists and creating more branches. It's not Xbox anymore, it's Microsoft Gaming. People who think Microsoft is competing with Sony, hear this. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro are now Microsoft IPs. The two mascots of PlayStation are now owned by Microsoft, or if you choose to say Xbox. This should be a statement strong enough for everyone to understand Microsoft is playing a different game altogether. They're not trying to sell you a plastic box. They're creating an ecosystem and they are pulling people in into their ecosystems with these huge moves. It's not about one plastic box sitting next to your TV. It's about a whole experience. So guys, This is my theory. Cut it down in short. This deal is not about just Call of Duty or making games exclusive to their platform. It's about selling Game Pass. It's about branching into more gaming spheres, in more gaming markets, branching into cloud streaming, branching into metaverse, and entering the mobile market. This one deal fixes a lot of the problems that Microsoft was having inside the gaming industry, and this gets them into the door of mobile gaming and a lot of foreign markets which are still untapped. Also, I'm calling it right now, IO Interactive is going to join Microsoft Studios. That's my hunch. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy gaming, guys.